Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important, scarce, and rather special arts and crafts movement book dealing with architecture, handicraft, and so on. The book is called Art and Handicraft, and it was posthumously published 2 years after the death of the architect John D. SEDDING, who was a distinguished primarily church architect in the arts and crafts Gothic revival movement, and there he is, and the book is published in 1893. It is uncut, except for one page there which has been rather clumsily cut, as you can see, as was occasionally the case, but the rest of the book, the sections are uncut, so I don't intend to cut it. And there are, I think it's 6 or 8 chapters, I'm not sure. They deal with various aspects of architecture and art, seen from a sort of handicraft point of view. There are 6 chapters. They are on the study of English architecture, religion and art, the handicrafts in old days, art and nature in old Cornwall, our arts and industries, and expression in architecture. And they're nicely printed and laid out, and all very, very much relating handmade work to sort of virtue and the furtherance of social harmony and so on. The cover is scuffed, as you can see, where it's a very bad light here, but the cover is a bit grimy, scuffed, torn at the corners there, gouged at the corners, but it's sound, okay? So the cover is sound without being obviously pristine, and the binding is sound as well. A charming and important extra association of this book is the fact that it was obviously presented to, this must be the great architect, arts and crafts architect, Lethaby here. Mr. Lethaby, in a childish hand, rather touchingly, is written, Mr. Lethaby, with love from Dorothy, George, Ted SEDDING, February 1893. I presume that W. Lethaby was presented with this book, the great architectural sort of arts and crafts pioneer of the period, posthumously by the children of the then dead architect John SEDDING. So Dorothy, George, Ted SEDDING, presented in February 1893, after the death of the author, to Mr. Lethaby with love. A brilliant arts and crafts association there. Sadly, he didn't seem to read the book. As I say, it's uncut, but it's a highly important arts and crafts book. Currently on the 140 million volume Abe Books antiquarian book site, there is one very poor copy of this book for sale, on which is written a great screed, and it's uncompromisingly priced at £180. A poor copy at £180 without this wonderful association inscription, to Mr. Lethaby with love from Dorothy, George, Ted SEDDING, February 1893. Important item. Thanks very much indeed. Bye.